Hello everybody and welcome back to Age of Strife. Sorry about that, my power decided to go out for a moment. Some people think it's Shannon getting revenge on us for playing without her. I am inclined to agree.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Magic is bad in the Age of Strife, though. She better not be using magic.
Mm-mm.
Those long-range Canadian spells. Global cooldown. What?
Alright. So, you guys are leaving the King's Keep and headed south on the road from Shallot towards Aera.
Okay.
You set out, and the rain is still coming down in sheets. Is there anything
Are we
you guys
following behind them, or are we going up ahead of them?
They have not left yet.
Let's just go ahead of them because we know they're going where they're going. So yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to...
We'll clear the way of any bandits or anything, so they don't have to.
Great.
Okay. You guys proceed down the road for a little ways, and you eventually come to a nice spot to rest for lunch. Pull out whatever meager food items you have on hand, which is not much. It's like a crust of bread that you didn't eat yesterday, and a little bit of this thing that you had last week. You know, a little bit of cheese that's kind of getting moldy. It's a very meager meal for lunch. But during your lunch, I would like to get perception checks from all of you guys.
Okay. Perception. What am I perceiving? Oh, shit.
Holy shit, Elo. You see everything in the world. I don't...
Suddenly, it became so clear.
Aldous,
There we go.
nice.
And mine's a -1, I think.
Oh, with it?
So you guys are sitting underneath a couple of trees that give you a little bit of shelter from the rain as you're having your lunch and you're chatting. What sort of things would you be chatting about?
If we're ever gonna see Darut again, and so over the past couple of weeks, I've tried to wonder about what that amulet would actually do. What do you guys think it would do? It's magical. I wonder what it does. I don't know. I've pondered many a night, and I have not a clue. I'd like to think that it maybe renders the wearer invisible.
God damn it, so how can I roleplay under these conditions?
As you guys are chatting about, well, what might the amulet do, and kind of daydreaming about these things, Tilly, your gnomish ears pick something up in the rain. It sounds like a splattering or a sloshing. No, it's footsteps. Large footsteps coming down a muddy road.
I pull out my bow and I put my hand up to them to let them know that something is amiss.
Is there any cover close by, Neil?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
You're
something
in a
around
grove
road,
of
right?
trees right now, which gives you pretty good cover.
I'm gonna dart for a tree and go stealth.
Yeah, I would like to go stealth as well.
Okay, give me stealth rolls from the two of you.
And I would go to a tree to use it as cover, and I would draw my bow
Okay.
and aim it towards the sound.
It's like 18. Or sorry, 14.
8.
14, 8. Okay. Sure enough, because this grove is a little bit off the road, you see two orcs stumbling down the road. They're each about 6.5 feet tall. They've got greenish skin with like red splotches on them and big tusks that come out of their jaws. One of them has a two-handed axe. He's like holding over his shoulder. The other one has a long sword at his side.
And these
These are orcs.
These are what now? These
orcs.
are orcs.
Yeah, they're these green skin, tall, slightly armored with these like big heavy hides that look like maybe wolf pelts or some other sorts of pelts over them. And you seem to have heard them before they saw you and taken up advantageous positions.
Distance?
Distance is 40 or 50 feet. They're really close. They're really, really close.
And how many are there?
Two.
Two.
All right, so I turn to my two friends here, Tilly, and all this. I am going to take a shot at the first one. We then need to attack and take these two down. You all with me?
Are we hiding behind the trees, Neil?
Yeah.
All right, then let's all aim for orcs and fucking kill them.
Okay. You guys have a surprise round, so I will give you advantage on any attacks you make.
Okay.
Does that include sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
is that where it's a 2d20?
That's-
We take the 1?
Yeah, 2d20 d1
Yeah,
plus
and
your...
plus yeah.
modifiers.
So want me to go first since I'm initiating this?
Sure. Everyone waits.
So
and-
are they right next to each other? Is one like stumbling far ahead of the other? Does it really matter here?
No, they're walking more or less side by side and grunting to each other in Orcish.
Does one appear to be more in charge, bigger, armored up?
One guy's got a
differently?
bigger axe than the other one.
All right,
One guy's
that's
got a
what I mean.
two-handed axe, the other guy's got a long sword.
I'm aiming at for the guy with the two-handed axe.
All right. Give me a
And
shot.
is it a plus? Do we get +2 to the hit bonus because it's advantage?
No. Advantage is 2d20 d1.
Oh my god! No,
That's
the whole roll?
Your
No
shot
plus?
goes no plus. Your shot fires, but the wind and the rain send it off course, and it flies well beyond either of the orcs.
They see it? Run! No.
Well done, let's
horrible.
see.
Let's
That's
see what
what I
Aldous
did.
and Tilly have for them.
Dice today.
Whoo!
There you go.
Woo!
Nice. Tilly, give me an extra d20 just to make sure you don't accidentally roll
Yeah.
a 20 in critical.
Oh, are we supposed to? Okay.
Yeah, because you have an advantage.
surprise.
Yeah. No.
Okay, cool. So both Tilly and Aldous hit. Give me some damage rolls.
That's including sneak attack, right? So it's
Yeah, so give me...
d6
Oh,
plus
shit.
whatever,
I
+3.
fucked up. Damn,
Yeah,
I
it should be
don't remember
2d6 plus your damage modifier.
that. So damage would be +4, so I'll roll one more, and then we'll just calculate it all up.
11 damage for the longsword one.
Oh shit.
So 13 from Elo and 11 from
Bam!
Aldous. Your arrows fly true, and... Oops.
Fuck yeah.
What was it? 13 to
So
the
high five.
longsword and 11 to the... No, 11 to the longsword and 13 to the two-handed axe.
Aye.
13... Okay. And the longsword was 11... Okay.
Can
the
I-
arrows hit their targets dead in the square in the chest for each one of them, or I guess in the sides, and both orcs stumble but do not fall.
Can I scramble up the tree that I'm hiding behind?
Yes, you can climb up a tree.
Okay.
Let me try and figure out your climbing rates.
Throw my bow on my back, and I try to scramble up the tree. I'm
Let
gonna
me-
whip these motherfuckers with my whip from...
Whip them.
It's like a
gonna be
lion tamer in a tree.
gonna be cool.
Get away! Get
Well,
away.
it's a ranged melee attack.
Yeah, it's 10
Like a
feet, right?
10
Yeah.
foot
hell
range,
yeah.
so I'm just gonna hide in the tree and just fucking smack them.
Movement
Halfling power!
182, 190. Okay, let's double check climbing rates.
Not the shame without... not the shame. Not the shame without Shannon.
No.
Yeah, I know, man.
He was our leader last week.
I know, she was leading
He
the
was the
charge.
rock.
Yeah.
Tilly's such a follower, not really a leader per
Okay.
se. So.
You're a
We'll get through.
little wet behind the ears, Tilly.
Aldous,
Our
give me
characters.
a athletics check.
Okay.
To climb the tree. Because there's not a lot of branches nearby. It's going to be rough scurrying up the first bit. Oh yeah, no problem. So you scurry like 10 feet up the tree into a nice little branch that you can sit on. And give me an initiative roll, everybody, to see where you end up in relation to the orcs.
Okay.
That's
Let's
20
see.
plus our initiative, right?
D20
Yep.
plus your initiative, yeah.
12. Could be worse.
I just finally get a decent roll. Let's just see.
I had a 12.
7.
Elohim had
Yay.
a 7.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I had a 7, you had a 12. My bad.
We hit it at the same time. It's okay.
My
right,
bad.
Theo goes, then Aldous, Tilly. All right.
Next roll.
The orc with the two-handed axe goes first, and he bellows something in like a deep, hearty pulls, like gets the axe in his hand and starts bolting towards Theo.
That's
They were
not.
40 feet away, so he moves towards you. It's a bonus action. The orc can move its speed towards the hostile creature. He covers the 40 feet to you surprisingly fast, faster than you would have expected someone to be able to, and swings his axe towards you with all of his strength. It lodges itself in the tree just in front of you as you step back a few feet, and it is your turn, Theo.
All right, so I'm too close to hit him with an arrow. Then, right? He's like in my face now.
He's in your face, but his axe is stuck in the tree. He's trying to yank it out. So you have a few seconds where you could back up enough to shoot him. Or you could switch to a melee weapon. As you
Yeah, I'm
please.
just gonna pull my rapier out.
Okay.
So that's an attack with that. So that's a +5.
Mhm.
So that.
Natural 20. Critical
Wow.
hit. Give me double damage.
Oh my god.
And that's still +3, right? Same
Yep.
thing. That's, you said double?
Yeah, so 2d8 plus 3.
Okay. Oh god, sorry. That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. You didn't roll it right. You didn't roll it right.
Just add an
No,
additional...
I hit yeah.
2d8 plus 3.
Here it comes. This is the full roll.
15. So
Wow.
you pull, take your longbow in one hand, pull out the rapier, and just run it through the orc's throat. He wavers and collapses to the ground, his two-handed axe still embedded in the tree. And Aldous goes.
How close is the longsword orc? He ran up to, right?
He hasn't had a chance to move, so he's still 40 feet out.
All right. Well, then I will shoot him with my bow.
Roll to hit. No more advantage, though.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
That's a hit.
Nice.
That'll do it.
God.
You guys are rolling so well.
No, scroll up and look at my first couple. Horrible.
Got him.
5 damage. You hit the orc in the chest, and he collapses to the ground.
GG! Fuck yeah.
I run up to the nearest orc. I run up to the nearest orc and kick it. And I'm like, I got him.
Nicely done, Tilly. Good job, girl.
I think I have the best of all the GG buttons that have ever been created, because if you look very carefully, you can see that it is signed by a certain Greg Fields.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa, Greg Fields.
He's a pro Heroes of the Storm player.
Idra. He is.
Dude, he's good at Heroes, though. He's really good. I love that game.
Multiple pro gamer.
I'm an EG fan for life, dude. Even before the acquisition, Scoots.
Oh, that's nice. Me too. now I don't give a shit. Not mine anymore. It's all yours.
Damn.
Titty Tutu says this needs more views. It's awesome. Titty, if you're feeling that way, do what you got to do on social media, man. Help us out. That's how you change that.
True that.
Let people know. Tell your friends, kids. Tell your fucking friends. We're stabbing orcs in the throat over here.
Squarker said, interesting GG, good joke.
That is true.
It was
Greg
difficult to get that signature on that
saying,
button.
him signing the GG button is so ironic. It's mind blowing.
There was a good chuckle when it was done.
That's awesome. He had to lose a bet to sign that, I'm sure.
All right, so the second orc is then now dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both dead.
All right.
And the rain keeps coming down, but it seems that the field is clear for the time being.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and search the one that I killed right here by the tree.
Okay. You come up to him, and you notice at his side are human heads that look kind of withered and probably pretty old. They're desiccated would be the right term for them. And they're hanging by their hair, which has been tied to his belt. There are 3 of them. Digging through his personal possessions, you come across a bag that has 15 silver coins and 40 copper coins in it.
Question: are any of the arrows fired retrievable?
What was that money count? 15 silver and how many copper?
40 copper. Your arrow is retrievable, Tilly. Soma, yours is not. And Theo, your arrow is also retrievable if you wish to.
I shot 2. Both of them are not?
Wait,
your
mine
second.
went,
Yeah,
mine
so
went,
everyone
like-
can get back one arrow that they fired. It's still in good condition and can be ripped out of the chest of the orc.
even
And
though
what-
mine like sailed past them into the woods.
Oh yeah, you can't even find yours. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta go get my. Oh, yeah.
What's we each got a cut of the money? What is it?
Oh no, I took the money.
He took
Oh,
one.
okay.
I killed him.
To our party fund, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like out of character question, like, is that how do we do this? Should I track it and then we'll split each time? I mean, I'm
Well, I
writing it down.
think that's something you guys should discuss in character and figure out between you guys
okay,
and people.
fair enough. Okay, yeah, that's the noob of me. So what? If I gotta carry this shit around, or how do I do this?
Wow.
Let me go search the other orc too with the longsword.
All right, I'll just start writing it down. I'll try.
That is an awesome sweater. That's a koala bear on a fucking sweater. That is great.
It's my ugly Christmas sweater with a koala on it.
What? That's not ugly. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I don't know, man. It's pretty.
That is beautiful.
Aww.
That is gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. All right. I mean, hold on.
I'll go check out the longsword orc.
What did you find? What did you find, Theo?
Oh, so bunch of dead human parts, little heads, and I got some money, so I'll hold on to this for right now. 15 silver and 40 copper on this guy right here.
Okay, well,
And I guess it's two-handed axe if anyone wants it. I don't want it.
I know that you have been having most of our money, so I just want to make sure when we stop for a moment that we maybe could split it, maybe,
Yeah.
between us.
If you noticed in the offline tavern known as the Skype Inn, I mentioned the earlier split of last week's money. I am an honorable man, and yes, I will carry the split.
How much was that, by the way? Because I didn't see it.
Son of a bitch. See, man, you think I'm stealing your money? Hang
He
on.
said "see, man."
You like the Skype in? That was good, too.
Yeah.
Last week we split
Farting is funny.
2 silver and hang on here. We got 1 silver each and 2 copper out of last week's deeds.
I thought there was
cool.
only 28
We had-
copper and 2 silver.
There were, but if you break down the copper, that's 2 more silver. That makes 4 silver and 8 left copper, right?
It does, but
So I split it.
let's keep it. Let's make sure that we keep it in terms of actual coinage, because the difference between a copper piece and a silver piece is not always just like 10 to 1.
Oh,
so-
I just changed it so it'd be easier to split.
Yeah, so 2 people get 12 silver. I'm sorry, 12 copper, and then 2 people get 1 silver and 2 copper.
I'll take a silver and 2 copper.
Okay.
All right, writing it down.
Ella, why don't you take 12 copper, and we'll give Shannon 12 copper, and that way the form the money is in is preserved.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't want us to exchange it up and down the.
Right, because
Okay,
you might
okay,
run
I
into a
understand.
situation where you need silver coins and copper won't cut it, or
Yep.
vice versa.
No, I'm with you. I got you.
Right.
I was just make it easy. So what did I end up getting then? 1 silver and
1 silver, 2 copper.
Yeah.
okay. I gotta change my sheet from last week. Then.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Hey.
Okay. So then, so now we're sitting on 15 and 40, or 40 and 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you that I don't mind if you collect the money, or if anybody collects the money and then distributes it after we adventure. So that's how I feel about it.
What did I find on the longsword orc, by the way?
Yeah.
You start rummaging around with this guy, and you come across 4 days worth of rations,
Nice.
which is actually pretty valuable.
Okay.
So mark that down.
Oh, shit.
And you also come across 30 copper coins in his pouch.
All right, I give 10 to each of us.
Okay.
fat loots. And how much you found rations?
4 days worth of rations. I give each of them a day's worth of rations, so I'll keep 2.
Okay.
All right, so you gave us each what?
You each get 10 copper
Okay.
and a day's worth of rations.
Yeah. Which is, these rations are in the form of dried meats and nuts. So there's a bunch of
Fuck
almonds
yeah.
and walnuts, and then there's some jerky of a questionable nature.
Yeah, they did have humans on them, so maybe
I
we.
mean, it might not be baby jerky. It could be like wolf or
Oh.
something else.
Is there any way we can tell? Like, what would we roll to
Taste
decipher?
test?
Baby jerky taste test roll.
Yeah.
I nibble on one of the beef jerky pieces to discern exactly what we're dealing with.
Oh, baby.
It's a little gamey.
Human head.
Gamey, like veal, like stringy, or
Kinda like,
That's human. That's human.
yeah.
That's human.
You've eaten human before?
I
No, but I've read about
actually hold on. This is kind of funny because I actually just played this game Neo Scavenger, and when you eat human for the first time, it goes into a 2-paragraph long explanation of exactly how it tastes and how it is very much like veal and how it's stringy and all this stuff. So
This is not like veal. This is gamey. Like, deer or bison. One of those creatures that you don't normally eat, and it's just a little bit...
but deer is veal.
Veal is
No.
baby cow.
Isn't veal?
Veal is baby cow.
You're thinking venison.
Venison. I'm sorry. I'm thinking venison. You're right. You're right. Both V words.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I continue and I eat the rest of it. Tastes fine to me.
Yeah, it's a little gamey, but it's good. It goes down well. It's much better than the moldy cheese and stale bread you were eating earlier.
Can I make a moldy cheese, stale bread, and jerky sandwich and eat that?
Absolutely.
All right.
You can even find some wild lettuce lying about and put it all together.
I'm in. Let's fucking take a trip. Down the road.
Yeah, find some mushrooms that are out there.
Mushrooms, Mary.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, Mary.
All right, so
Well, that was fun. Nothing like...
and we don't see any other orcs. We the road is clear from where they were coming from. Nothing is.
Give me a perception check.
I have to say, it is a little bold of these orcs to walk down a
I have
road
shitty perception, don't I?
in the middle
I
of the
shouldn't be
day.
asking.
What we don't know is they're half orcs and we're sons of a noble family. Slade.
I shouldn't be rolling.
By the way, I go to unhook the human heads from the orc body and dig a hole and try to bury them. Just
Okay. You do that. Theobald looks up and down the road and it looks clear as far as he can tell.
And me?
I don't know. Give me a perception check.
I already rolled it, 11.
Oh, yeah, the road looks clear as well.
Fuck. I don't trust Neil.
I look up after burying the heads and say, well, shall we continue then, maybe? Perhaps? Do we have everything we need?
Did you
Yeah.
get your perception roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No, I didn't know. Okay.
That's because he's burying heads. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm burying heads. I wasn't really paying
Yeah,
attention.
he's not paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, you guys finish up your food, finish burying the heads. Do you leave the orc bodies where they lie?
I say we pull him over to the trees. So I
Yeah,
grab.
I'll pull
Well,
him
one's
to
already
the
by
side.
the tree
Mm-hmm.
because that's where I killed him. So I go grab the other one, drag him from the road to where he died, over to the tree, and kind of tuck him on the other side of the tree of the
Okay.
road, if you will.
Should we take their weapons and sell them?
I'm not going to carry him around, man.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I begin to write a letter.
you guys can't carry him.
It's raining. How are you going to write a letter?
There's trees. You can get under a tree and write something. I'm
Do
sure
you have
Neil's
paper and
against
ink?
it. Let me see. Oh, I don't even have those teeth anymore.
Tilly begins to carve on the tree.
A burglar's pack. What entails in a burglar's pack?
Let's find
I
out.
wonder. Let us find out.
Is it not on your character sheet indented underneath?
No, it just says burglar's pack.
Let's see.
I know what it is. It's dark common clothes, 50 feet of hemp rope, water skin, rations times 10, a tinderbox, torches.
That's not a burglar's pack.
Yeah, it is.
That's
the pack that.
I think you took an explorer's pack or something. A
Why do I
burglar's
have
pack
common clothes?
includes a bag of 1,000 ball bearings,
Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah.
10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pittons, a lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days of rations, a tinderbox, a water skin, and 50 feet of rope. We will write the stuff down after when we're at break or something.
Damn. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I have any way to leave a message then.
You have a knife and there's trees about.
What the fuck is the bell and ball bearings for?
That is true.
Distraction.
I don't know.
Burglar.
Whatever I conjure up in my pretty little head. I'm gonna put Tilly was here on a nearby tree.
All right. You carve it in pretty easily.
That works. That works for us. If Darude
And-
sees that, that's perfect.
That was it.
Okay.
So Darude at least has some kind of bearing when she's following us to catch up, should she choose to.
Oh, she will.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Is it still fucking raining?
It is still fucking raining.
God damn
Damn
it!
Soaking wet.
It's soppy. The road is muddy. There's deep tracks that go through it that are getting kind of filled in with the mud, but they're still there. And you guys head back out on the road, continuing south.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rain persists for the rest of the day, and eventually, as it gets towards nighttime, you think it's kind of hard to tell, but the sky is getting a little bit darker. You come into Aera. Aera is actually a fairly large town. It stands in stark comparison to the shithole that is Shallot. Aera has a wall that runs all the way around it, with an entrance on the road. The wall stands 20 feet high, and by where the road is made of stone, but you notice that on certain parts of it, further down the line, it is still a wooden wall. Looks like it's possibly being upgraded to stone, or maybe it got destroyed in one part and was rebuilt with wood, something like that. The town looks to be... if Shallot held just shy of 700, Aera probably has 3,000, 4,000, maybe even 6,000 or 7,000. You're not sure, but it's a big town.
Is it walled all the way around? In
Yes,
the sense
sir.
of like, so there's like 3 exits, one on each of these roads. You see, if you look on the map, there's like 3. Okay.
Yep.
And have we?
I think at some point all of you have traveled, except for Aldous, who hasn't traveled very much.
It looks familiar to me. I mean, I think I've been through here, man.
You've probably been through here
What
before.
city is this?
Aera.
Aera. Okay. All right, how far away are we from the orc corpses, by the way?
You left them like 3 hours back on the road
Okay.
behind you.
Okay. I guess maybe we approach and see what happens.
Okay. There are guards on the gate, on the parapets above, and as you approach with the gate closed, they look down and go, "What's your business in Aera?"
Just
I
passing
look-
through.
Yep.
All right, come on in. And he yells down, and the gates open. You guys walk in.
I'm like, that was easy.
Like tight security.
Yeah. And the guy downstairs, or down on the ground floor when the gates open, sees you guys coming in, takes a special note of your armor and your weapons, and gives you a long look and says, "All right now, travelers are strange on these days. Armed travelers are expected, but you be careful. This is a nice place."
We don't want any trouble. It's okay.
All
I say,
right, just a
I'm
friendly
Tilly.
warning.
I'm Tilly, and I put my arm out to shake his hand.
He ignores it.
I
Damn.
slowly pull my hand back.
Theobald, I would warn you that on our way from Shallot, we did run across several goblin camps and now some orcs. So perhaps you're already aware of the trouble afoot, but now you know.
Yeah, orcs on the road aren't uncommon these days, sad to say.
Well, there are a couple of corpses off to the side of the road now. We took care of a couple of orcs that were headhunters.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They're not so common anymore. Ma! 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 Do you know where there's a good pie shop, by the way, good sir? We like our pie.
I could go for a meat pie.
Yeah, there's a pie shop down the way. Sam's Pie and Grits. You'll notice it'll be a couple blocks on the down the road on your left.
We will get pie in every town we visit. Oh, yes, we will.
A meat pie and some
Rewrite
grits.
the canon. Rewrite it all around pies.
They close the gates behind you guys, and you start to walk down the road. You don't get too far. You get, 100 feet when you hear yelling back at the gates. Looking over your shoulder, you see the gates start to swing open. And looking out onto the road, you can see a bunch of horses coming towards you guys, what seem to be pulling a caravan or a carriage behind it.
Oh no! Look who it is.
Yeah, you guys seem to have made it to town before Blackburn did, and by all accounts, this is him arriving now, just after you did.
All right, so is there some sort of building or that we can duck into, kind of, so we can see him come into town without him seeing us?
Mm-hmm,
Good idea.
totally.
Yeah.
You duck into a little building. It's a tavern.
Perfect.
Yep. The
Is there
tavern's
like a window we
name
can watch?
is Olive Oil.
So we'll take a couple of tables. We'll take a table by the window.
I would like the Popeye special, please.
He brings you a slice of spinach pie.
Oh, yes. I
I'll
munch
take.
down.
I'll have one as well.
You all get slices of spinach pie.
Yes.
Please shell out 6 copper for each slice.
God damn.
Okay.
Can I get some ale too? What's the price of ale in this
Yeah,
place?
I'll have ale as well.
4 copper for a nice drink, and that will feed you guys for tonight.
Thank you much.
I'll leave a 2 copper tip as well.
You would.
Very generous of you. As the guys, serving your food and collecting your money, he inquires about your purpose here. Oh, we don't get many travelers around. What are you doing coming through this part of town?
Tilly looks up and says, "Mind your own goddamn business." No, just
He shuts
Joking.
up real quick, like.
I'm joking.
Don't mind Tilly. She's
I say, "Hi, I'm Tilly," and I put
she's
my
not
hand
herself if she doesn't have a Snickers bar.
out to shake his hand.
We're just making our way through Ditchwater. Thought we'd head west, see what adventures we can find.
He gives you kind of a, oh.
Dude,
Well, good luck on the road, travelers. It's a dangerous part these days. A lot of orcs
Have you
about.
perhaps heard any rumors of anyone needing help, or otherwise adventurous sorts of tales we could maybe possibly hear?
Yes. And if I can find my...
I just gotta say, I was supposed to have this basket of flowers and chocolates and wine delivered to my lady's house on Christmas, and it just showed up. She just got it 2 days later. Fuck. I'm angry right now. Anyway.
Wait, what happened?
Got my lady a gift of flowers and wine and chocolates delivered to her house. It was supposed to be on Christmas Day, but it just showed up like 10 minutes ago.
Listen, the important thing is that she knows you sent them.
You're right.
There you go.
All right, anyway.
Well, they say Baron Oakenshield's daughter is going to get married. It's supposed to be the biggest wedding held in this part of the world in 20 or 30 years.
I immediately think wedding gifts, shiny objects, passed from hand to hand. Okay.
We don't have time for a wedding.
Well,
Always time for a wedding. We could wait for our friend Darude here for a little while. Maybe that's where our friend was going. Perhaps.
Which friend of yours is this?
Oh, I don't remember his name. Aldous.
Well,
He's a friend of yours, Aldous, isn't he?
Oh, you're referring to Sir Blackburn.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's who. I don't know.
the innkeeper kind of perks up at this and goes, "Really? Interesting. Well, I don't know if you guys are worldly travelers or not, but Baron Oakenshield lives all the way in Themir, which is way, way to the west and to the south. It's a dangerous sort of place, so if Blackburn is headed there, then interesting news." He scratches his chin.
Take a look outside. Blackburn has just arrived in town.
He scuffles over to the door where you guys actually see, almost as up on key, Blackburn's carriage moving past with the brown hawk over cross spears on each side of the door. And he scratches his head and goes, "Well, I'll be. Wonder what he's doing at the wedding."
Now, again, I don't know if he was going to the wedding or if he was just traveling this way, but I did notice he was there, so...
Well, I'm not the sort of man to like to believe in coincidence. I mean, why... Wonder what else he could be out there for. They say the West has been unsettled. Savages out there think that they deserve more than the fair share that we've been providing them. He starts to grumble on about, politics and how the West is always trying to get a little bit extra. And, the Eastern Kingdom brings in all the trade and brings in all the money and brings in all the wealth and is a seat of power and has all the great things. And the West is just bitching and complaining about taxes. And he kind of goes on a tirade for a little bit.
Hey, God. Whatever.
I just eat my pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. East and west, west and east, blah, blah, blah.
Elves and orcs, gnomes and dwarves. We get it.
Yeah.
Hufflepuffs and Gryffindor.
Anyways,
Okay.
well, I thank him for the food, and I appreciate his information. I asked him if there's anything locally that we could maybe perhaps help with.
Well, he says, scratching his head, we have had some issues over by over to the east side of town a little bit. There's some sort of thieves guild that's popped up and keeps robbing the shit out of people. Town guard's been on it, but they haven't been able to find out where they live. Then again, thieves guild in this day and age is either just another rumor or they've been there a long time and someone just started to take notice.
Neil, I have Thieves' Cant. Can I maybe walk around town and try to find some info about where these guys hang out?
Absolutely.
I will go with him
Okay.
as well.
After we're done with the conversation, of course. And finish food.
All right. It's also fairly late in the evening. It's still raining, so it's hard to tell, but you guys are pretty tired. You guess that it's after nightfall.
Are we... the place we're in, is it a sleeping establishment or just a...
No, this is just a
tavern?
bar.
Okay,
Bar
so I asked the... where are we at? We're at
You're at the Olive Oil.
I asked the barkeep guy, where's a good place to get a night's rest around here?
A Snoring Bear is a nice place if you don't have any coin. On the other hand, if you got some money, you might want to step it up a little bit.
Well, we have a little bit of money, so it'd be nice
yeah.
Nice roof for the night.
My brother, he runs the Golden Life. It's a few. He gives you directions to the place. It's a nice tavern, nice inn, fine establishment, good food.
Good food, you say?
We get some sort of
Say there. Let's
some sort of discount if we say that you sent us. You guys...
Discount, that's a good one. And he walks off.
All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't mention him. So, shall we go get some sleep, gentlemen? Ma'am? Tilly? Darling?
darling.
Cutie.
I love how you're calling me darling. It's so awesome.
Look at this picture. This picture's still up on my desktop.
Yeah, man.
Smiley
I'm pretty fucking cute. I will say that.
Your toe is all pointy up and everything. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's amazing.
I'm innocent as shit. All right, let's go. I say, yes. Yeah, that. Let's do it. Sleep in a tavern.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's go. We'll sleep, and then in the morning, let's get some rest, and then in the morning I'll see if I can maybe get a lead on this thieves guild, and we'll knock some heads and get some loots.
Yeah, and I'll keep an eye on our night friend here tomorrow as well. Then, so let's check where he goes on the way out, and then we'll go to Golden Life.
Okay. This is a much bigger town than Shallot was, and there's a lot of more roads. It's not just like one road through town that kind of forks with the town square in the middle. It's a much bigger place. You wonder if, now that he's gone, that you'll actually be able to find him, but, you could always wait for him at the edge of town or something. But you guys head over to the Golden Life, and go to sleep. And I think that is where we will take our second break, a little bit late, but we did have a power outage, so we'll see you guys in a few minutes on the other side of our break and figure out what is the party actually going to do and what's going on with this Thieves Guild.
So,
Yes.
before I
we
sleep,
go.
can I use my second wind?
Yes.
Get my health points back?
Yes.
Right,
So,
so that's...
fighters have an ability called Second Wind, which allows them to recover a little bit of HP every day. And that is going to prove to be pretty useful in this world.
So it's 1d10 plus my level, so that's +1, right?
Right.
Okay.
And what did they say the thieves guild had done? They stole what?
Nope,
Or
they didn't say. They said
some
there's
gang thieves.
rumors of a thieves guild popping up on the east side of town. So
Okay, so
Theobald
I just-
should be at full.
I got an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And we'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.